It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, our draw features two from the AFC. It's the Miami Dolphins and the LA Chargers.
The sleeper this year is Richard Page in the NFC. I'm saying he playing good right now. Richard Page playing good right now. You gotta give credit when credit due. That nigga like 8-4. He been playing. I'm the Bucks. I think 8-4, 9-4, one of them. That's John Thomas.
Fighting Irish. We're gonna party like it's the semi-finals.
We're celebrating the sound, the style, the legend.
It's Chris night on Dancing with the Stars.
Here!
2 more dances made between our couples and the finale. You better work.
Watch and vote live.
Oh, baby.
On Dancing with the Stars, live Tuesday on ABC and Disney Plus. Next day on Tuesday, we're announcing there's close to my house. First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This is the spot. Okay. Fun.
Welcome back to the Capital One Halftime Report.
On the rankings right now, with the recent rankings coming out, you see, of course, South Florida's what we're keeping an eye on right now, in action during this window, and number 2, Indiana against A&M. That's the big story of the day, down 27 points at home. Meanwhile, the Hoosiers at home coming off that win against Penn State. A thriller is Fernando Mendoza. Nice pass.
Before he left off last week, nice touch pass. He didn't receive an opportunity to make a play.
Charlie Becker, the touchdown, made that fantastic grab against Penn State. Then, again, Mendoza had 2 touchdown passes. Don't sleep on that. They kept this close.
Think about this. Wisconsin said lose. They will be staying. Since then, they have just Washington and they're playing well today.
Excellent one by you. Meanwhile, Michigan Northwestern playing at Wrigley Field here, and we've got Bryce Underwood. Sweet first down connection to Andrew Mark. Michigan,
I think they've got better and better. Something's over. Everything's still close.
Ain't nobody playing no defense. Niggas is scoring 60 every game.
Right now, Michigan, a 5 look here. Best chance to make the playoff. That is South Florida. USF at 38%, right behind JMU. They play at 30.
And South Florida currently the only team ranked last week, ranked after the first week. There was no Group 5 team that was ranked.
That's a big storyline. You see the fly over there by the Navy player, and then Byron Brown, the Keyshawn Singleton, will make the grab. USF, they were down 14-3, now it's 14-9, and then Blake Horvath, he's healthy. That's the difference.
That's been the story of the game. They made a great decision last week. They scored a lane. They did not play him. He's healthy. He's playing well this week. And they did run the ball averaging 7 yards a carry against South Carolina.
And they passed, they had a little trickeration when they passed the ball. They're up by 15 against USF. And John Matera of Oklahoma and Alabama with Ty Simpson. He's picking revenge. We'll have to report after this.
This halftime report is presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
I'll stay first in the same conference on my 5 shirts. Unfortunately, I didn't check into it with George Mark, my boss.
So we made it.
Checking all state first was smart. Barking my boss. At least I checked all state first. Same conference.
For you are always in state house. It is not for me to that is the God of which Kentucky. How has no one done this before? Always we have the beats.
I think Ty Carrington gonna surprise people.
Someone a long time ago that we can change the beat.
Shit, that just shows he clutched him. If you went in with the game on the line, he not. I feel like if he get in, it ain't gonna be an easy out. Niggas always run. Nigga, I will say this: a lot of niggas don't want to play certain niggas in the playoffs, bro. Some niggas is avoiding matchups. Niggas rather be certain seeds to avoid certain niggas in that first round. I'm about to say, Ty just beat Reggie the last game.
Welcome back to the
That game could go either way depending on which Ty shows up.
Kevin at the half of the 21 to 3 run ahead. Let's take a look at today's capital. Alabama's high 6 21 touchdown only pick this season in the Heisman race with ranked title. Points number 11 overall, up to 30 East at Ryan Davis Stadium. Following the grab of the mindset of Hayden DeMore's team entering this afternoon.
Well, Kevin, Alabama's playoff hopes were crushed last season with the loss to Oklahoma in Norman, and players admitted that they have revenge on their minds today. But quarterback Ty Simpson told me it is much bigger than that, saying this is not just a revenge tour. This is a screw you tour to everyone who doubted us after our Week 1 loss. We've won 8 straight games since, and we're determined to make it 9 straight and to pay back that loss to Oklahoma. Now for the Sooners, their quarterback John Mitz here fully acknowledged that they are a different team when he's playing well, and he admitted that he struggled both physically and mentally after his hand surgery, but said that his confidence really took a turn in the second half of their game against Tennessee, and he is ready to finish off the season the same way that it started, with a gimmick offense and an eye to the playoff.
Molly, thank you so much. That game coming your way on ABC. Let's keep an eye on it. We've got something like this.
No doubt. We still with the team that's allowed. They'll have one loss in the ACC.
The one against Boss, I seen that. The one against Boss, that nigga took off.
Yes, Virginia, Georgia Tech, both still alive. Of course, and obviously one Miami State right there. And later on today, we've got Georgia. That is tonight under the lights on ABC. Prime time, Texas coming to town. Top of the game.
Clean their edges. I hope their edges are trimmed because America will be
Y'all understand it? He's holding turbo as like this is what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna post a clip from practice mode. Niggas gotta watch. Niggas don't let the animation play out before they turbo. That nigga's holding turbo as soon as the running back gets past the quarterback. So nigga, he never knows if the DN is there or not. The problem is, I feel like in the leagues besides World, he's getting away with shit because niggas is not clipping it, and sometimes niggas is not streaming and recording games so niggas to see. Boss said he didn't want them suspended because like he wasn't worried about it. So I don't know if Boss is complaining or just saying it to say it. Now if you send it in the clip and you say you want it to be handled, it's gonna be handled. But you just saying, oh fuck it, he doing it, play ball. He's not gonna get suspended for that because you saying you cool with it. Every time they sent the clip in MSL, niggas is not sending no clip. The one time that nigga sent the clip on Regional League, I suspended 2 players. Other than that, niggas will just say he's doing it, don't send no clip, and go to the next game like, nah, I'm cool. I only want to get suspended. Like, just send a clip. Now, what happened to AGS, I can't speak for. That's not my league. They say he did some wicked shit over there, and nothing happened. So I can't speak for that. But one time a clip was seen, that nigga was suspended immediately. That nigga hit me up like, yo, who I gotta sit? And the shit don't help that in TDs, he's used to doing that shit a lot, so that shit just rubs up on every league because TD don't got no rules. Them niggas is taking off. So that shit makes him more comfortable. That nigga loaded up so many times, it's like, yo, what league we playing? So that nigga don't even know what rules he playing under.
This halftime report is presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Kevin back wants to get the biggest story so far this day, and that is what's going on in Kyle Field, Texas A&M.
Man, Texas A&M getting their ass whipped. Damn. I didn't think it was that bad. Fucking 30 to 3.
Yes, and Marcelo Reed's going to be captivating. Think about this. They're the number 3 team in America. You were talking about them when they run the table. They lose today. They got Texas at the end of the season. Now you got a 2-loss team. They may not even make the SEC championship game. That's how big that is.
I ain't bad until tomorrow.
Notre Dame gets the ball here. Jeremiah Love, and I mean, again, he continues to dominate those sports. Well, not only he, but this offensive line, because they're playing the whole league. It's Derek Price. You look at Jeremiah Love. He's the best back to America. In Notre Dame, there's no secret to what they want to do. Run the football, take the pressure off the CJ Park. They're doing that so far. Let's not forget, their defense has been outstanding. They have the freshman out there looking like, hey, can I go back to
Niggas got a W on Battlefield last night. I know that.
All right, right now we're going to see the offense for Notre Dame come out. You know who picked the shoes right now? This guy. Aaron Dominic is number 97 retired. One of the best defensive tackles ever born. Southern one. John Reynolds, too. Aaron Dominic. A legend right there. Again, get down 21-3. Notre Dame gets the ball after this. Fresh, so fast,
Shit, they lose this, boy. Oh no, I think Sellers going to hold it down.
Not watching crazy football. If you spend the TV long, come on. I believe in best matchups. We're gonna party like it's the semi-final. It's Chris Knight on Dancing with the Stars. You want to dance to stand between our couple and the finale? You better work. Homecoming. On Dancing with the Stars Live, Tuesday on ABC. Disney Plus. Next day on Hulu. So it's all about the
Shit.
ABC College Football is presented by Starbucks. This is Peloton. Statement Saturday, and it has been a statement like Notre Dame that they looked the part very much of a top 10 team. It's number 9 Notre Dame with a 21-3 lead. They're having moments this season where the offense has been so impressive. Today is not one of them. 81 yards of total offense. Just a point, Joe.
You got to give this defense of Notre Dame that's been getting better and better every week. A lot of credit. They are dominating this one. Remember, 3 points they allowed? That came after an interception.
this all year for Notre Dame. Explosives. That has to continue in the second half.
As Long takes it ahead. You ever see the speed training where they look up the parachute for that of a guy and work out those legs? Here it is.
Yeah, I used to try doing that, but it didn't quite look like after 24. Talk about holding on for a year to life. You're going to need 2 manicures after that. And Bryce is going to need a new t-shirt because that thing is now a 3 XL.
Second and 9. Carr gets into space with Hauling and Hauling. They will go ahead for midfield.
Montez Narduzzi told his group coming out of half, we've only got 30 more minutes to come back in this game. He said it's going to be all the more sweeter when we do. He said he feels like his defense is playing well. He said we've got almost out from CJ Carr a couple of different times. We've got to continue to affect him just like they're affecting our quarterback. And of course, when they get the ball back, he said we've got to cut that time to him. He's got to go make a couple plays for us.
You're right, Katie. It is true. The defense has only allowed 14 points so far in this game. They had the big stop down on that goal line. The question is, how long can this defense hold up?
It mentions that Coach State got to let CJ Carr right now. They got to tackle Jeremiah Carr and 2 on 37 with Miles.
And curious to see what Marcus Freeman is going to do here. We've just been talking about how good Notre Dame's defense has been. We've got possession in mid territory. You have enough confidence in your defense to keep playing that well. It looks like Marcus Freeman's going to lead the offense out on the field.
So 4th down and 2. Now taking solo back on the goal line. It's a rear end there. Jeremiah Love is in the backfield. And Love on the north end. So can he get to the edge? Yes, easily. When you have Jeremiah Love, it solves a lot of problems.
Man, it's the second time Kyle Lewis, maybe the best defensive player for Pittsburgh, has had a chance to make a tackle in the backfield right here. And he's unable to do it. First, it was Jadori Price making the miss. This time it's Love. And that's just explosiveness and speed and the ability to accelerate away from 2.
This time this season that almost been over 100 yards. He's now the other half most dynamic running back. Price takes it in.
And I love the play calling by Mike Detroit here because your quarterback has been sacked 3 times in the first half, so you got to protect him a little bit. You can do that by moving the pocket. We saw that earlier on this drive on a bootleg throw, but you can also do that running it. You've got the best duo in the nation, and it's hard to not just want to turn around and hand it off.
There's Mike Detroit. He moved from LSU. Prior to that, he was the offensive coordinator at Cincinnati in college football. Second and 4. Carr. It's in the lead. Trying to get the face on it.
He's doing a nice job there to tackle the linebacker. You see him check down throw and working on it. He's trying to get some down. He's down in his helmet. It's still getting up. Now maybe 3rd down here in the red zone. Notre Dame.
3rd down and 4. See the chip by CJ Carr. And signals time again by Carr. Straight right. From behind, as he was throwing, it's incomplete flag. Just up down as Faison was the intended target. Miles running in on CJ Carr.
That's the wrong alignment at the back end, and that was the perfect call defensively. They showed blitz. CJ Carr audibled here this flat route by Faison. You see right there, there's the hole on Blue Pauling. That was a chance for Pitt's defense to get off the field, but we've seen a couple jumps and offsides that CJ Carr's been able to take advantage of. We saw one early on 3rd down. That's a big penalty there on 3rd down as well.
Oh, why he throw so short? Yeah.
Body control.
so many D linemen slants, and you got linebackers shooting gaps. There's just so much movement. And the offensive line and the zone scheme, they play on the same tracks. They put double teams together, and I think it's a nice way to handle all of that up front. It meshes well, and as we've seen already with this offense, you can crease these blitzes and get big plays.
It's the AC.
Some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Could not beat the defender there. And it's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Third and long for him here. Quick slant. It's Johnson. He's stopped at the 31-yard line. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. They snap it to Herbert. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on fourth down as they force the turnover.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Okay, this defense finally set enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Waddle now in motion right. Throwing again. Here's Tua. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Tagovailoa back to throw. He had the football's loose. And the Chargers think they have it, and they do.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Goes to the hurry-up offense here. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Dumps it off to Achane. Still has some space inside the 35. And he takes it down to the 33. Offensive line fast.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Dolphins.
He spikes it just before we hit 0, so they've got a chance now to add 3 here before we break on a long field goal attempt. Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. On the left hash, this will be from 50. did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. They work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Running it with Hampton. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Hampton trying the left side. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Is Reed Blankenship making a stop?
Blankenship on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 5.
So now here's third and 5. Herbert. Get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. New set of downs for him at the 38. There you go, play action. Here's Herbert. Headed out right. Finds him on the crossing route. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's a number. Chargers. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Throw left side, complete. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
It's a gain of
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Set. Go.
Herbert to throw once more. On the screen, this is Harris. Now over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Herbert now to throw on third. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Took his shot at 6 that time. And 4th and 4 coming up.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Into the hands of Gansett. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
I know the combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First and 10. Here's Hampton. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Chargers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed will put 6 on the board for the offense.
That one splits the uprights. just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Things going well so far. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2 now from the gun. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked down by Cheetahman Owuche.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Now an inside give to Hampton. No up the middle, none outside either, Brock. So give him just 2 yards on that carry. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Herbert from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. Skids down inside the 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10.
Play fake now. Herbert to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Zone read, a give to Harris. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Staying on the ground with Harris. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You love a huddle. Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some another shot, I would guess, down the line.
They'll toss it to Hampton. Down to the 10. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. Got some whistles here. Officials calling for a stoppage. Injured player, it appears. And that is their running back, Omarion Hampton. Harris will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play.
4-yard loss on the
With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-line if it's a cadence, I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now they're left with 4th and goal. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. This from just 23 yards away.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away.
Bernay on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. Opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in. The run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He'll drop this down to 18. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him, and that'll bring up 4th and 3. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Shoots away from one. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this 1st down. They'll run here following the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They've got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game. Not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. For the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
Chargers are going to opt for a 50-B 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, Kit, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
It's fielded at the 14. He gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes 3, and on and on.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Hampton. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50.
It's a gain of 18.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Set. Go.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. He's going to be caught by his running back Harris. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and 10, give to Harris. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Chargers first down. Set 1st and 10.
Herbert back to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recount things, Katie. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost, that's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
Good run gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
2nd down carry for H.A. He's out in the clear. He has this down to the 14-yard line.
It be like that sometimes, man.
He is down, so if you look at the knee, and we go into that set, he's going to be short of the line to gain. Excuse me, of the goal line. Is everybody in agreement on that? Can you show that again, Mark? Yeah. Go back. Where do you want to go? Your card, and show the knee. That knee is down. When we look at the other look, we can clearly see his knee was down. So based off of this, we're going to overturn the ruling on the field, and then we're going to give the ball to Notre Dame. It's going to be 1st down and 10. All right. Okay, they're going to be at the half-yard line.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. They'll try the middle with Gordon. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. They'll go from the gun with Edwards. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Jason Sanders. Cracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead
I was watching this Notre Dame game. Look at this.
I'm a big fan. Some of my greatest moments didn't happen in movies. They happened in shoes like these.
Just like that, we got a game. God damn. It was just fucking 30-3, bro. $30-3. The Sellers is known for selling. Nigga can't get right, bro. And they talk about him transferring to Miami next year. Sellers better wake the fuck up. Better throw another curl to Harbor. They all back here now. Well, why not give that play to Harbor, the fastest nigga down there in the NCAA? I don't get that.
forward here for a 9-yard gain. Second down coming up.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Right again. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it first and goal. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this first and goal. Fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
So many offenses will script, Kate, the first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent game.
And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You can almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. You do have to ask.
Well, you on the rocker? Okay, no, the last time I played that shit. I think Tim around if niggas trying to get back on the threes.